how the fallen angels are using sin as a model of spiritual warfare. The fallen angels has been using sin as a form of spiritual warfare on humanity, because humanity does not have any spiritual knowledge at this stage, and we do not have any spiritual information, and we do not know the laws of our Father in heaven. So we do not know the difference between what is sin and what is not sinful, and the fallen angels have systemically wiped out all the laws, all the spiritual laws from this earth, and have taught us according to their evil, sinful ways, so that when humanity knowingly is committing these sins, God is separating himself from us. And this is the spiritual warfare of the fallen angels on the human race. There are sins that we know about, certain things that we cannot do, we understand, like do not rob, do not murder, do not commit adultery. So these things we know and understand, and we do not do those things. But behind the scenes, via the fallen angel and the elite celebrity politicians, all the people that serve the fallen angels, that are in the highest and the most influential position in our society, are committing great sin behind the scene, and making and contaminating this whole planet. So when there is enough sin committed on this earth, holiness cannot enter it because it is totally contaminated. And this is the premise and the basis of making a space sinful so that we may not have the covenant of God on this earth. So when the fallen angels use their politicians, celebrities, and online influencers and to cause humans to sin or teach us how to sin through fashion, makeup, bleaching our hair, coloring our hair, doing our eyebrows, wearing lipstick, shaving and our pubic hair, and cutting our hair short, so wearing crazy outfits, and listening to insane music, and following after celebrities, and participating in consumerism. So these are all part of extreme sin that is committed against our Creator. And we do these things not knowing, not understanding the holy law, as we have been prevented from learning the holy law, and we have been really separated from the scriptures. So sin has been used as a great spiritual weapon against humanity, unknowingly making us sin, making us forget all the spiritual laws of our Father, our Creator, and hiding the scriptures, burning the scriptures, editing the scriptures, and telling us the ways of the Father is ancient and primitive, and teaching us into science, indoctrination by education and higher education, space and innovation. So these are all given to us in exchange for our spiritual identity, so that we may completely throw away our spiritual nature as a human being and totally adapt into the satanic system, in which we are committing sin by dishonoring our Father. This Western system of lifestyle has been offered to humanity, and through the Western system, the whole world is influenced: how to dress, how to speak, what music to like, what fashion to follow. So all of this sin is funneled from the Western system into the rest of the world via social media, movies, music. So the Western system is unknowingly influencing the whole world to sin. Because if everyone sins in this world, and this world becomes extremely sinful, filthy, dirty, spiritual space, then we cannot have the holy covenant of God. And Satan and his minions can be the rulers of this world, and that is one of their ways to gatekeep against the holiness of heaven. So sin is an undetected way to gatekeep God's covenant from entering this earth. So they are basically blocking the heavens, blocking Father, blocking the angels by spraying chemicals in the sky, which is dirt and filth and all the chemicals of disgusting stuff that is poisonous to the human body and the mind, that contaminates us, makes us sick, gives us diseases, coughing, allergies, itchiness. So these chemtrails that they are spraying is a part of their sinful gatekeeping, so that they can, if it's enough to contaminate the environment, if it's enough to contaminate the skies, from Father or Christ or the angels entering into our earth. So all the darkness, all the crimes, all the extremely sinful, perverse things that are committed behind the scenes, which is well known within the disclosure community of all the darkness that the fallen elites on earth partake in, via the influence of the fallen angels from the firmament, and Satan himself is influencing humanity to commit great sins on this earth, such as whoredom and prostitution and pedophilia, child trafficking, cannibalism. These are sins that we cannot fathom, and these are committed on a daily basis via the ruling class elites of this world. And this level of sin really makes God angry and prevents his coming on this earth. The mark of the beast is another form of the sin that will be inserted in your body. I don't know the exact architecture of the mark of the beast. I don't know the system, but according to the Bible, it will be given in your head or in your hand. So it is something that we might have to physically put inside our bodies that will contaminate us and make us sin against our Father. And this information and knowledge we need to have and make informed choices and know the consequence of getting the mark of the beast in your body. This information we are not being given, but the elites are promoting their digital ID as something great, and that everyone should abide by their system. So educate and inform yourself of the sin which is given in the book of Revelation, of what happens to the people that receive the mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast seems to be a great sin, considering the punishment that is detailed in the book of Revelation for those that get the mark. So because we have been systematically programmed for such a long time, these things might seem just harmless. It's like it doesn't mean anything sinful, like it is not committing adultery or murder. Because we do not know the proper spiritual architecture. We do not know the proper spiritual laws. But still, this has already been written in the Bible, in the scriptures, to guide us away from sin.